Some people might have heard of this author and this book, Bevel Moore. There's Bevel on the left wearing red and the husband wearing blue with the large trachea. I've said it before. The man wears red, pink or purple and the girl wears blue. And the husband's name is Manfred, so we have the idea that it's a man. I did read 2 of this person's books, and allegedly they died a few years ago of cancer. But that trachea and wide neck gives it away, and the square jaw and the tall forehead. Oh, this is an obvious reverso. That one on the right, that small face and the little dental arch, but I see the large male jaw and the brow bone. Again with the red and pearl necklaces, which connects to Venus, and the shirt that looks like fish scales. So there is again, see, it doesn't matter where you turn, these people are going to be there. I mean, that just does not pass. But it's the very large skull. And you know, if you know their name, they're in the game. I don't know why that's so difficult for people to understand. If you know their name, they're in on it, because it's their world. Do you see that trachea? That's just, it's ridiculous. So again, the man is wearing red, the girl is wearing blue. This book was donated a few months ago, I think earlier in the year, and I think it was the second book, and I was reading it and I thought, wait a minute, because I looked to the back of the book and saw the picture, and I immediately got rid of it because I knew what I was looking at. Wearing the orange, no brow bone on this person at all, and I know that people have attachments to this person and it's not what they want to hear, but I'm showing you what I see. Arching the eyebrows up, it's the hand signs, the bendy wrists, the hair that falls out because the testosterone, it's the soft eyes and the small dental arch, and looks very similar to the woman here. And they look very similar. Crow's feet, there's no brow bone, there's nothing. It's the typical FTM look. And you know this person's name. This one is Ross Bartlett with all the star tattoos. This one came up on my radar, I don't know, about 5 years ago. That's a photoshopped Adam's apple. So it says, with his boyish good looks. Why do you need to tell me boyish good looks? Certainly if it's a boy, you don't need to say that, do you? This is a clip from the article. He says, it's taken 7 years of hard work to get where he is. So the whole thing is like, oh, a teenage psychic medium, but you're not going to get famous unless you're one of them. They photoshopped this back because they've got other pictures, and this back is extremely curvy. They lengthened the upper arm. I can see that because it doesn't look right. So I went to his Facebook, and there was a really interesting conversation. So this person says, what's the Hebrew words on your tattoo? And he says, the words regarding consciousness shaping the world around us. And she said, did you know the letters in Hebrew, or do you have more photos I can see? He says, you won't be able to read it as it's in a code. I wanted something only I could properly read, or something someone else could, only if I told them the code. And she was saying she didn't need to know the code. And then she says, every letter has a different meaning. If you learn Kabbalah, it will open up a new world to you. And he never replied, which means that his tattoos are Kabbalah. Now that's the person with the small shoulders and the round face. No brow ridge at all. This looks like so many actors that you see in Hollywood. And these teeth look fake as well. The eyes look, there's something weird about the eyes. Oh, okay, so we're hiding the eyes. That's, I mean, you see the skull? You see the skull shape. It's like the really light blue eyes, like the host, how the pupils look like that when they had a parasite in them. Like, you don't need me to do all this because you can already see it based on the skull shape. Oh, check out the one in the blue top, my goodness. And that's him in the black shirt with the little shoulders. Somebody else asked me about Eckhart Tolle. You don't need me to do Eckhart. Compare it to the girl, that's exactly what I'm looking at. And Toll, it's like a bell tolling. Why do you look like Jeremy Renner? They have the exact same nose and mouth. Digit ratio on both of them, the index finger's longer. See, I think I might be I think I might be looking at a clone here. It's so weird, or maybe that is him. That's him playing another character, and if you're hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow, you're gonna be inverted. Next one is Pam Grout. This one was in a magazine as well. She has a book called E Squared. So E is the 5th letter of the alphabet, and the square, the 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. And the square, the compass and square of the Mason. So this is Pam's daughter, Tasman. Very big forehead, and those eyes. Ugh. So Pam says, when I was 37, that's 3 sevens, she was driving in July, which is the 7th month. So the 3 sevens connects to Aleister Crowley, the portal up above on there. And she says she was 7 months pregnant. So in colors, violet is associated with the number 7. I found this in a witchcraft book. Purple represents the occult, power and magic. An amethyst is a purple stone representing nobility. Amethyst also deals with mind control, and an amethyst is one of the gems that a child will get, and it's linked to keeping secrets. E squared. E is the 5th letter, 2, and 5 plus 2 is 7. You've got 9 do-it-yourself experiments, so 9 plus the 7 is 16, and you separate it, 1 plus 6 is back to 7. And that connects to Boaz and Joaquin, the 2 pillars that were on Aleister's book, and also the purple is like the transgendered color as well. We have a large skull here, and a wide neck, and a wide dental arch. But that's what I'm seeing. That's exactly what it looks like. Look into the eyes. What do the eyes tell you? Again, wearing red, pointing down. That's her and the child younger with these huge hands. That looks like a little boy with knobby knees. These are strange looking earrings. And if we are to believe that symbol, they really are strange looking earrings. Do you see the wide neck? It's just feminization surgery. So in this picture, she's on a railroad track, but from the angle they make it look like it's going up, which is that Masonic ladder of going up. That's her with small hips, straight legs. Both of them have long arms. And that's her and a friend. That is an obvious FTM on the right there. That looks like so many actors. Legs open. Women don't sit like this. Do you see? It's feminization surgery. And then you have these huge hands and that square wrist. Next one is Doreen Virtue. I wasn't really into this one because she gave me a weird vibe with the purple. And look at the digit ratio there. I know people follow this person, but did you miss that huge brow bone on the eyes and the tall forehead? And she started wearing wigs later on, and I think I know why. There's a straight, flat back, got the purple again, arms angled away from the body to try and hide how long those arms are. That's looks like a little FTM on the left. She was all about the angels and calling angels and everything, and now she says that she's a Christian, which I don't believe. I feel that this is just another sham, and they are targeting Christians now. She always used to dress like she came from Glastonbury, like this is how people from Glastonbury dress. They have a sort of airy fairy. But I mean, that's a wig. And that's what it looks like to me without all that. See, it's definitely a wig. It's a tall forehead. The jaw, they always make the nose a bit too small. Yeah, that's not the look of a woman, sorry. I know that I'm stepping on people's heroes, but you know the situation is don't have a hero. Huge brow bone over the eyes, huge. And the tall forehead. Look at it. Come on. Are you telling me you can't see that? So now that she's pretending to be Christian, she doesn't dress as outrageous as she used to. Oh, look, goats. That's cute. With the purple again. And hiding the shoulders. And a huge brow ridge above the eyes. So hanging out with all of the people at Hay House, I'm beginning to second guess them. And this just looks like the drag queens that you see on a Saturday night in Soho somewhere. They have outrageous makeup and wigs with all these colors in it, and that's what it looks like to me. So I'm not buying that this person is Christian. There's another one of these New Age people named Lisa Garr, and I thought there was something familiar about her. Look at the comparison. See, Lisa smiles wide, but Doreen doesn't. And in my opinion, I think that Doreen is playing the part of Lisa Garr. The upper arm looks very similar here. The eyes look similar. These are definitely contacts on the person, and I think that's probably Doreen's real hair. But you look at it here from the thumb to the index finger on both of them, and that space in between the thumb, that looks identical. These fingernails look identical. I think it's likely that this is the same person, and that's probably the reason why she started wearing wigs. Look at that. The left eyebrow, it has the same shape. The eyes are the same, except brown contacts. The teeth are the same. They both have that sort of puffiness in the face, probably face fillers. The teeth are identical, except one smiles wider than the other. The people that control this reality, they knew that others would start to wake up. So whatever way you go, you're going to find these sorts of people in the whole movement. And you know what the solution is? Don't have any heroes.
One actor playing two characters appearing as twins, Lindsay Lohan played both identical twins, Annie and Hallie. This is done with digital compositing in computers. With digital editing software, you can layer the two shots and put a mask over one of them. Since many post-production software packages let you animate masks, some simple interaction may be possible as long as the characters never cross one another. Basically, a scene utilizing motion control technique is shot in two passes, the A pass and the B pass. When the filmmakers are satisfied with a good take on the Annie A pass, the shot is locked. Lohan will then change wardrobe, hair, and makeup and return to shoot the B pass, Hallie.